Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tin Talk with myself, Bonola Bubure, the creator and host of Tin Talk. And to those who don't know what Tin Talk is about, Tin Talk is a podcast all about the youth. This is where we address all the situations or problems that our generation is going through. And today we are going to be talking about the misuse of social media, fun things about social media, and the dangers of social media or the negative impact that social media has on our generation and the good things and the bad things that people do in order to be famous. Speaking of fame, please welcome my guest. He's a former trendy, a former celebrity, Tepam Khoele, also known as Bibo LS.
Absolutely.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you for coming. I thought you wouldn't make it today, but thank you that you did.
I wouldn't bear the disappointment.
Okay, so walk me through this. Were you guys celebrities or you were just trending?
We were just trending, I guess.
So how did you guys trend? What made you to trend?
Well, for me, I believe people like me.
Liked you how?
The looks, I would say, because that's when a lot of people started investing their time on me.
Do you think you're handsome?
I don't know.
But you say the looks. I think you mean that you are cute or you're handsome.
No, that's their perspective, not mine.
But right now, when you look yourself in the mirror, what do you think? We're
no,
handsome, ne?
no,
Cute.
no, I'm just normal.
Okay, but I think you're cute. You're cute though.
Thanks.
Okay, so how did you feel when you guys were trending the noise and everything?
Well, that was the best moment of me because everything was happening so fast and a lot of pleasure and everything.
How was it pleasurable in terms of girls or what?
Girls.
Okay, so you had girls throwing themselves into you.
No, not that they were throwing themselves to me, but then it was a nice experience though because you get to learn people and everything. You feel.
So how did you handle when girls throw yourself into you, or when I'm sure you've been in a situation where girls wanted to ask you out?
Yeah, a couple of times though because I believe everybody wants to be known. So yeah,
Why do you think everyone wants to be known?
it's just life.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you think if you feel like everyone wants to be famous because of the power that fame holds.
yeah. Plus, fame is a very good thing.
But yes, I feel like I don't have a problem with people being famous because at the end of the day, if you look at the world right now, how the famous say things are easily accessible. But in South Africa, I'm not sure now. How the famous, what do you gain except the fact that we know you? So, but the problem is the things that people do in order to be famous. Like, why would you want to do something bad because you want to be famous?
No, well, for me, I never did anything bad. Just like I mentioned earlier, that there's nothing I could really point out and say this is what made me famous. Besides people loving me.
People loving your looks.
Yeah.
Because for now, we liked your looks, not you, because we don't know the really, we only saw the looks.
Yeah.
So I think people fell in love with the looks.
But that was part of me growing up.
So you did grow up in that experience and everything.
Yeah.
How did you grow up?
Because in the midst of all that, I I was lost. That was the younger me. That
The
was
younger you now, so who
the
do
younger me, confused, everything. All I did was just think about girls and everything and how it's gonna go. Life was so easy for me back then. And kaya elong yun so kasi katsawa lo ba na. Yeah.
because banana mama itahlela ho wena, so you get to learn na banana get to run.
Isang itahle.
But that's okay, fine. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, because mutumo mona le their own perspective kamoto. Not everybody's gonna like you. You
Okay.
feel.
But I'm sure and every girl liked you.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No.
So would you say that that was the most memorable or enjoy or fun moment of your life?
Well, yeah, because there was this time we went on this thing called the
Called the
jungle.
jungle. You're funny,
You
thing.
still remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically life for me was smooth because I didn't have to worry about tax, pose and everything
So you
because
guys didn't pay for the tax.
no,
Why?
plus never famous, Joe.
But no, I don't understand. Like, so booze and tax, everything was covered for you guys.
Like our presence there said a lot.
Hey, sa di botsa, go ka bophelo. Don't you sometimes miss that moment?
No,
Why?
because I said it was a part of me growing up, and right now I view things differently. That's a waste
Okay,
of time.
okay.
Yeah.
So, so ke batla go utlwisisa mona, I hear you guys didn't pay for the tax and the booze. Like,
Yeah.
who paid for everything? Is it the people who organized the event or the owners of the club that we were?
Well, the owners of the event, or sometimes even the girls,
The
cause
girls.
yeah, because if you see a known person, then and you want to be next to them, it gives you some
Swanana were like, people go about like a take, I'll pay for your booze.
yeah, just to be there with them.
And you accepted it.
Yeah, obviously.
So was it only you or all the Facebook trendies or whatever that you guys call
Well,
it?
I believe it was everybody.
Okay, so like Nelukwana, wasn't there any beef between you guys when you are in a similar spot?
Well, it was childish. Ke mo gona ke itseng. It was part of me growing up because no tsona le ntho tse no tse leng hore there are clashes between two people and you end up doing ntho tse leng hore they're not good at all. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to understand this thing. Most of you guys had the trend that the only thing that was on your mind it was banana. So why is it that when guys trend or become popular or they have a certain title, the first thing that you think about is girls, impressing girls or wanting to smash a lot of girls?
No, well for me, I used that opportunity as a way of me to get girls because I would get oh well back then I would get everybody that I wanted to have. You feel? Yeah. So I cannot speak on behalf of the other people.
Okay.
Yeah. But for me, it was all about girls and just being on the spot.
And enjoying the moment. Vivo,
Yeah.
vivo, vivo. Okay.
Yeah.
So when girls throw themselves at you or when Antonio Ketang so how what image or what impression did you have about the attitude or behavior of girls when someone is in high places or has a certain title or power?
I just learned that girls are easy. That's all.
That's all. And you use that opportunity.
Definitely.
Okay. So would you advise what advice could you give on girls in terms of people who have money or power or famous?
No, I cannot share any advice because I've never been a girl before. I'm not a girl,
But
so I
we're not.
cannot
But
advise
you
them.
are a guy. You are a guy. What advice would you give to someone out there? Let's say when you know one and they're not giving me advice in terms of how boys are heavily famous. Okay, go ahead. When you super shangana jina jina jina.
Well, one thing I would tell her is that she should never go for a well-known person or any famous person
Why?
because I've
Is
been
it
there
wrong?
before and it was a good experience, but with a lot of bad stuff. You feel?
Okay, so okay. So like Luna guys, when you're popular, is there a certain guy, a certain girl that you really, really love, despite of all the noise from the other girls?
Yeah, most definitely because that's the first time I felt in love when I met this girl somewhere
Do you mind
around
sharing the
town.
name?
No.
Okay, you want okay, fine. So you love so like in terms of don't you sometimes feel like you are disrespect that when you allowed some girls to be part of your life but you're not thing?
Well, that was disrespect
But
and
why did you do it? Continue doing
fame blinds people. I was blinded back then.
it.
That's why I said it was part of me growing up
Okay.
because despite that I had a girlfriend, I still had to go for some other people, which isn't necessary right now.
Okay. Would you feel like in we are rabile. So what is one thing that you wish you could have done differently? How to famous cap how to trend?
Well, I think I wish I would have had the same brains
that you have
that
now?
I have now back then,
And which are
because
those brains?
right now I believe I see a whole different things that people don't see. So if I use that opportunity back
Now
then,
kabunzo trend.
no, I would have used it for something good, not just for the sake of being
Which is that
all
something
over
good?
girls. I would have just
Is that opportunity to get a
to
job or
introduce
to
myself
go?
to the people, to get a job, to post, go a lot of things that could have actually turned out good for me.
Yeah, because now it turned out very bad. Now
Yeah,
Louis, like
and
most of you guys were trending Louis. How is it well?
Huela. I wouldn't call it Huela.
What will you call it?
I call it me growing up.
No, there's nothing about growing up, guys.
No,
Louis.
you have to get the difference because
No, no, no,
back
no.
then,
Growing up has nothing to do with this.
no, it makes a big impact because back then, nareta dintho fela.
Yeah.
But hona tjena, I cannot just wake up on a blue Monday, ke re ke ya photo shooting just to go get some posts and post to banana bangate. Because hona tjena, I've got a lot of things to do. The weight and pressure on me, I sa tshwana le kgale. That's why ke reng I wish I would have had the same prints that I have now back then.
But my point is Louis.
Well,
Some of them.
really, well, is a
When was
is
the
a
last
well known.
when was the last time one if I wena?
No, not who he parents, but motho e mong le mong o na le maikutlo a hae. A person can admire you, fela, and how it's also why it's not a bad thing. Just because banana you just don't want to approach it, it's something else.
But nowadays girls do approach boys.
I think that's like 1/100.
So because you know why Louis, when was the last time that you told attention on a back then from girls or
Well,
from people?
well, the difference is that hona tjena, I don't seek it to everyone because one ke seek a motho e mong le mong, just wa
What
bona.
about Robon?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
hona tjena, those people they leng hore they'll definitely get my attention. E leng hore those are important people, I would
Okay.
say.
Okay, one thing about our generation is that we want fame so desperately that we end up doing the wrong things. So, what would you say about this? Though people out there who do bad things or embarrassing things in order to get fame,
Well, fame is a very dangerous thing
how?
because some people have to do like expose their bodies just to be famous.
Okay.
My For now it was never like that. I just went to a photo shoot and it happened that damn, bana bangata jo. Wa bona?
Because of a photo shoot.
Yeah. So that's when I started gaining confidence in myself.
Okay.
Oh, well, hi, ntse ka nna bana ba ba bonang, wa bona?
Okay.
Yeah,
So in other terms, fame in advantage how you gain confidence, you know your worth.
yeah, I would say.
Okay, but I don't feel like there's a problem in people wanting to be famous. Guys, we all want to be famous. I mean, like who doesn't want to be known? But the problem is the things that you do in order to be famous. Ne, am I right?
You're right.
Okay. Okay. So now we're heading on to our second subtopic, which is social media, and we'll be talking about the misuse of social media. In terms of misuse of social media, we have cyberbullying. So, but what about the cyberbullying, guys? So, cyberbullying is another word for social media bullying. So, cyberbullying is sending, posting, or sharing negative or harmful, false, or mean content about someone else. And speaking of cyberbullying, actually, I don't know how much truth is this, but there's a new law in South Africa. It reads like this. This posting a trend like few days ago. It reads like this. President Cyril Ramaphosa signed a Cybercrime Act law that states that whenever you post someone's news or bully someone on social media post, you can face a 15 years prison sentence. This includes discriminating someone based on sex, race, gender, color, origin, and so on. If someone bully on social media, take the screenshot and go report the person to the police, and the law will take its cost. Before you post or send something on social media, now think twice or wiser, because you can never know how it affects someone. It's the small things or the little things that um it's how about you inside or whatever, but you get my point. Then we have effects of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying, it includes mental health issues, increase in stress and anxiety, depression, acting out violently, and also low self-esteem. And cyberbullying, however, we have so many cases of suicide. Like let's say we had so many cases of my teenager who committed suicide due to cyberbullying. So guys, please stop cyberbullying, because interesting you come from different backgrounds, but so we can't change some situation. So it's not fair that social media is making Batwa feel worthless. So have you experienced cyberbullying how to trend more? Because when people trend, they normally tend to experience that.
No, I've never experienced cyberbullying before.
You've never experienced cyberbullying?
Yeah, because in as much as I was famous, I never wanted to put myself all in it in
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay.
But I still had that part of me. Negative some things I cannot change.
Okay.
So in as much as I was living my fakest life, banana and
Fake
all,
little oh, it was a fake
yeah,
life.
that was my fakest life. Because I was all about girls. In as much as I was living my fakest life, I
Okay.
still had a part of in me.
Okay. Speaking of cyberbullying, guys, I think sometimes how will Facebook Twitter, I'm not on Twitter, so I want to talk about Twitter because Twitter is so much, guys. I think we should watch into the trend like do you remember this there's this trend that I didn't like at all. Even anywhere the fake, yeah, trend a whole how rekile less when sleepy how
Oh yeah, in like I force, if you
Air
still
Force.
remember.
And so why did that thing trend?
I I don't know honestly, but you know how people are. There's always people who tryna outshine other people. Like per count, some people cannot afford what some people
Yeah.
can.
And I
So
think happy people, we have to understand we've come from different backgrounds. So not everything that you have, someone can have it. Like imagine when you mung hey, ibe like he comes from a poor background, then he or she opens social media or bona fela like about fake into and ibe another fake person. How did that thing na yemula ila mshaka jwang? And hana this what parents bahai could afford.
well, thing is, social media always has a way to this to draw a line between less fortunate people and fortunate people. So either way, I think that's something that we cannot control, because if somebody will be saying the same thing, alebo mogotlong, and we're now monana, and electronically into no tlo fihla ho wena o bona kai ena ke for saka and I'm a
I want.
so you
Yeah, so guys, I think like you should watch what you post, or like be aware of not everything has to be posted. Like guys, we know you want to be funny, you want to trend, but nahanelang batho ba bang who comes from the less fortunate background. How about when you're fortunate enough for having him be handled, then be grateful for that instead of making other people worthless because when they don't come from a rich
definitely
background or something. But guys, even though social media has cyberbullying and what like social media homonate guys,
abohloko.
have you ever been through a situation more like well, when I'm so sad, then how about how bula phone how then you come across a video and find that you laugh that you
Yeah, like body post, I actually go through my wall and just go through posts
and
and
then you laugh.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing about social media sometimes.
And speaking of the fun things about social media, guys, shout out to all those content creators. Shout out to all those content creators. Leadership hypers at Facebook. You guys are making a great job in making us forget our problems, and also the people that create memes and jokes. Well, when you sometimes post jokes.
Yeah, well, every day. I do that every day.
So guys, so where do you guys take the time to like joke with them? Because by the time what looks of course now like Muto, how did he or she think about this?
I think some things are just made for us. Like,
Ah,
cause
actually,
yeah, because if I was a Casanova before, then it's easy for me to get into people's head and post something that I think they would like.
so jokes tseo le a di nahana kapa you steal them somewhere kapa you imagine jokes who's on now what is trending, what is happening around.
Well, none ke dudes.
Oh no, ile wena how comedian here wena how o le showed.
Not killer show man
Yeah, o
ke
le showed.
dudes.
O le
Post
showed.
ka se be ha o le mong fela Facebook. Ka
But
se
yeah,
be
bora ha se le trend sa le bangata hole.
ne.
Yeah. So wena re ka so re shout out to wena cause wena wa utlwa.
No,
We're
shout
shouting
out
out
to
to
me
those
too.
people who spend on that hair kaofela trying to figure out now if to post eng e tlo qabela batho.
Then okay, that's waste. If you're gonna sit down and think for people who are how could make them laugh.
That's why I'm saying shout out to those people that are making a great job in making us laugh
Most
and forget
definitely
mathata a
shout
rona.
out to them.
Ha ba ka nnete motho o na le ga senya nako ya hae ona na no qabela batho bang. That's a job, right? I think there's the Sherry still the Facebook comedians, the people who create memes should definitely start getting paid because wow, those people ba sebetsa.
Most definitely. If
Yes.
you bata metse ba patalo, that's when le rona ra tla khutla se re invest more of ourselves ka ho Facebook.
Ka gore le yona le
Cause
creative field tso patala.
tle re tsebe ho patalwa. So hana tjena if you're just gonna crack jokes for everybody, sink eye. So okay, it's a waste.
Okay, what do you like most about social media?
Most definitely girls.
Helang people. Girls.
Eh, plus it's a way elong hore hona tjena if ne ntse ke trenda, I would use it for boho advertiser my business.
Speaking of advertisement, guys, so there's a local brand called YBG, also known as Young Black Gifted. It's a primary clothing brand. It aims at empowering Black youth by creating a powerful brand. It has been established in 2015. So with 8 years in business, it is a reputable brand and also the one of Lesotho's most biggest brands and also trademarked. So you could check out their brands on social media platform, which is YBGLS clothing. So guys, don't forget to check out the social media pages, follow them, and buy their brands from tees, flip flops, hats, caps. They are at your service, and it's YBGLS. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so don't talk about that now. What do you like most about social media?
Well, what I like about social media, I think, well, I love a lot of things on it. I love,
You love the videos, the funny videos, the joke. I like the funny videos and I like the jokes and I like watching the celebrities on Instagram. Like I really if I just go on Instagram. How many followers do you have on Instagram?
I don't, I'm shy to say. Let's
Why?
say.
Why? No, just say it. How many followers
No,
do you have?
no,
Why had a draw wheel? Why
no,
had a draw wheel?
no. Well, Facebook, like Instagram.
The
Yeah,
Fapan.
yeah, because whatever Instagram is all about lifestyle, what you doing. Because supposed to about lifestyle. Facebook we can talk about dizzy bahai. Bahai on a mountain just to see you on to pay, not Instagram. Instagram
It's way deeper.
it's way deeper than that.
Back to my main question. How many followers do you have on Instagram, people?
I cannot share.
Why?
Well, I'm not comfortable with sharing that part of information.
Okay, no problem. So, if used in a proper manner, would you say that Facebook and social media is important?
It really is important if used in a proper manner because if it is used for advertisement, it means there's paper involved. And I believe everybody's chasing after the paper and the dreams and
I mean,
everything.
the goal is to be successful, guys.
Absolutely.
So I feel like social media is important because nowadays people make money through social media. Like especially in South Africa, bana ba bangata the dreams have came true because of how they use social media, like becoming influencers and stuff. Like
For
just that.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and happy there's a platform where you get to express ideas or have business ideas and everything, and also advertise yourself and everything. So I feel like social media, if you use it in a good way, it would come in a good way for us to wanna happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've covered everything. Oh, do you think that social media has a negative impact on our generation?
Well, kind of. Not. Yeah, kind of. I think because if it is not used in a proper manner, then it's tragic. If Holo posted, the social media, because that's been
Speaking of nudes, why Luna Bashangana when a guy gives you when a girl gives you nudes, it's a high. When you break up, you like why don't you now go to post a nude dinner just to get to her?
nah. I think Kikelelo batho ba bang, it's not for everybody. You
And
cannot
what
post.
do you think about people that actually do that?
Ke bana.
Ke na fela ke rabe ha yo ke bana.
Yeah, ke bana.
Okay.
It's like giving ngwana monyane nude. Obviously, lo bontsha bakgotsi ba hae. Hobane o kala o bona ntho eo.
Why no go kala bona too?
Yeah, because o ka se poste somebody's self e leng hore o interested ka yona for other people to see because it was meant for your eyes. So if o tlo etsa jwalo, then o ngwana.
Munyani. So
Yeah.
when I umjitane, what would you give to Ashangaban out there, Limbana, who actually do that?
No, they will get a chance to grow up. Let them be.
So let them keep on posting nudes about now bang.
Yeah, they will see. They will see. The time will come.
The time will come where
They
they're
will
like, we're
grow.
done with this.
Yeah, they will grow up.
Okay. So for my natural I feel like social media has its dangers, and girls are mostly like to be exposed to those dangers more than guys, because when as banana we want to have everything that we see on social media, and we end up doing the wrong things in order to get them. What is
Most
the one thing
definitely.
that ukile wa bona motho a etsa in order to get something I went on social media?
Well, I think ntwena ya bo adapting bo style. It's not good. It's not a bad thing who adapt a certain style from a celebrity to. Now
Okay.
you cannot attack ntse kambo nudity from celebrities because that's why the celebrities are getting paid for that. Now when how long I'm also you cannot just go there and trust yourself like Cardi B and
Why? But it's what I want to do.
well it's what you want to do but uh levels
I'm a
man
levels like
levels
Cardi B is on another level, and when
you're
you're on
giving
another level.
no you're giving people another perspective ka wena or now what they should think about you.
Mm.
Mona ke lo so to ha se bo
What states
bo
was South
states bo
Africa?
LA or what.
Yeah.
So mono ke ntho tse leng hore those people are used to. Mona ha le Lesotho and you cannot do that.
So banana ban want to post the news and stuff for stop it, guys.
Well, it's not a bad thing. Well, ke kgola ba confident about themselves but no. Maybe le bona se ke ka ba jaja. Ba na le motive wa bona about that.
Okay, they have a reason behind
Yeah,
that.
they're looking up to something. Abone.
Okay, and also the dangers of social media is that if not careful, it may mislead someone into doing something that's inappropriate in order to fit in or to get many followers. And it has also destroyed many relationships, and mostly in girls. And mostly in girls, we do things to impress, not realizing that we lose our dignity and respect to people who don't even care.
Yeah.
Like there was this chick, Anna Trenda, Anning Atoti.
Abone nudity, expressing your utmost self to everybody to see.
Yeah, I think like as generation now when I'm at 2000, we should normalize using social media. It should be about communication, guys. should be about making jokes, making people laugh, making people like they
About
matter.
hunting for something. Like honestly, not say we are
Skapa banana.
not banana. No, no, no. All about banana.
Okay. Okay. So would you say that social media has destroyed so many lives out there?
Some people even get to the point where they opt for suicide
Mm.
because of our negative comments.
Or negative
Jwalo
posts.
ka bo motho e mong, like ntho eno ya hore mang o apereng e
Yeah.
seng
Hakata
right
has
na and what.
ke ntho tse
Bana
unnecessary tseno
yeah, because we don't make jokes about people's background,
around because
kapo
we never
how they are.
you never know how that might affect someone.
Yeah, so if Mona you just gotta know he's happy with himself or herself. So why don't you? Kobana how yena?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've covered everything for our today's topic. I don't know we have a little bit short, but remember, guys, today we were talking about the concept of fame. Guys, if you want fame, do fame in have. If you want fame, do fame in a proper way, like in a way that's going to benefit you. Come on, like doing TikTok videos, kapa doing something that's impressing, but stop doing the negative and the bad things that you do in order to get fame. Because at the end of the day, you come disappointed and you disappoint the people around you or humiliate yourself. And in terms of social media, guys, please try to use social media in a good way and stop cyberbullying. How long cyberbullying would you have committed suicide or had depression?
Nah,
Why?
cyberbullying is a very big thing because I don't think I can let people define me.
Okay, so you wouldn't let it get to you.
Definitely.
So, in other words, for someone out there who's experiencing cyberbullying, shouldn't let cyberbullying get to him or her.
Yeah, because I think what matters is that it takes yourself to be who
Okay,
you are.
know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, uskaba baya about and like I think like
Influence, pressure, peer pressure.
and I think like one of the most things that generation Arona comes across high when it comes to in terms of social media, we live to impress other people that we even lose ourselves in the process.
That's why I mentioned earlier that it was me living my fakest life.
Because there was not you,
That
so
was
you
not
lost
me.
yourself in the process of fame and
Yeah, I
everything.
did a lot of bad things that I cannot do right now.
Yeah, like when you look back at your life, or like what you tell like about like you say, damn,
No, I give myself closure that it was me growing up,
kabanyele nako ya go trende
yeah,
and
and get
everything.
to know everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, there you have it from our guest today, Sebang Khoele, also known as Vivo LS. Le ka mo sheba Facebook le bona ha ntse a trenda because all guys think I need he's so cute. My fellow, he's not my type. Anyway, guys, we're closing up today's podcast. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the red button written subscribe, and also comment on your thoughts about what you think about social media bullying and everything and the negative impact that social media has on our generation. And don't forget to also like and follow us on social media, which is Teen Talk, and you could comment on any topic that you would want us to address. From myself, Nela Bubure, Lina, and Debbie for the equipment, and shout out to Sky Alpha for allowing us to use the studios. Bye, guys. Ciao.